Hi guys, in this use case, we want to show you how we can make real-time resource allocation based on different use cases. So this will be mainly useful for Scrum Master to find out the best resource during a scope if there is a scope creep or if there is a bottleneck in one of the project team. So let's take an example. Let's say multiple project teams are working together. However, in one project team there is a bottleneck, and you need to find out why the bottleneck happens way before it happens. And the second time, if it already happens, how do you find a person if there is a resource shortage who can cover someone who is not available? So let's go through this example. So let's say this is a team one, right? So we will be showing you multiple metrics and also the context of what these metrics really mean. So let's go into this team one quality. So this is the different quality we are measuring, so based on the rework rate, churn rate, and refactoring rate. So as you know that as software goes through different processes such as testing, production, release, they go through multiple quality. So in the quality we are tracking the rework rate, a churn rate, refactoring rate. So you can see that the rework rate and the churn rate for this team started quite high. However, as it progresses over the weeks, it goes down, which is good because that has to be ideal, right? Like you don't have to have a lot of escape defects during production. It has to happen during testing, so which is good. At the same time, the refactoring rate, which has to be ideal during the production stage, should be highest. So as you can see, this guy, the refactoring rate, this team is quite close to ideal. However, you can see sometimes it goes up, so there is a reason. So understanding these metrics can help a team lead or engineering lead to understand what happened or why we are delivering late. Now let's look into the efficiency metric. So for the efficiency metric, we are showing you a cumulative flow diagram, which is a process followed in a Kanban. So you can see this is the cycle time, lead time, and backlog. So the lead time is something that, let's say someone give you a feature, the time you got the feature and by the time you release it, that's the difference of time, is the lead time. And cycle time is the time you actually start doing to actually delivering the product. That's cycle time. So you can see here that this curve gets thickened as it goes up. Why? So that means the number of user stories that is coming from the client or from the developer is actually getting bulked, is getting higher than it's getting deployed. So what's the problem? So based on our insight, which we'll be providing you using our AI intelligence, the question for the Scrum Master will be why the backlog is increasing. So you goes there and you try to find out why. So you can see that a new user story has been added, or a client might have added new feature. So from this feature, we have broken down the user story into tasks. So you can see front-end finance, back-end database need this number of hours. However, within this team, you have 20 hours of shortage in the backend. So as I mentioned last time, this can happen in scope creep or user story creep. So the question for Scrum Master is, how do I find the right resource now? Generally, we need to talk to people or hire from outside, which takes more time because you need to give them context, more money needed. So let's see how our AI recommendation is happening. Now remember, what we are trying to do is we are tracking each individual's metrics such as their quality, efficiency, capacity, and everything. And by tracking all these things, we provide you the top people who are available to do the task with the certain skill set. So for example, you can see Phil James has been ranked 1 and 2 because their capacity is high, they're highly skilled, quite experienced, their churn rate is low, salary is kind of reasonable, their domain experience and the soft skill. So by taking all the metrics from an individual level point of view, we provide you the best recommendation in this stage. So let's go back to the main page. So you can see this efficiency. So here we are showing the problem. So by providing you insight, you can understand why this backlog is getting higher, and if this is the case, how do I find the right resource? At the same time, you see that sometimes the cycle time gets higher. So that's why we are showing flow efficiency. So flow efficiency is actually helps you to understand the flow of your work by the time you start with the ideation and by the time you deliver a product. So you can see that here, this is the time you're actually working. However, this is the time there is a waiting time. The question for the Scrum Master is why, like why this is a huge wastage. So you click here, then you find out that the wastage was because you are waiting on hold, waiting for dependency. So there may be multiple reasons. So we provide you the best reason about why there is a blockage or why there is a certain waiting time. So by understanding the blocking analysis, this can help a Scrum Master to understand step-by-step analysis of why something is happening for the root cause. At the same time, we are helping you budget. So if you are adding a resource or if there is a resource creep, the budget will get automatically updated. At the same, finally, we are showing team engagement. So we are showing team engagement by understanding, let's say you are doing number of user story in a sprint, story 10, story 9, and how many times you are finishing the story. And from there, we are tracking how many times you have done collaborative work, how many comments you are doing on pull request, what are the sprint participant. So by tracking all these things, this can provide the Scrum Master to understand, are they really doing agile transformation? So by helping them understand the key metrics which can show them their agile maturity index of their team engagement. At the same time, we're also doing the ROI. So if I'm developing a product, what is my ROI? Am I getting value out of it? That's a business question, right? So by tracking the actual expenditure and the estimated revenue. So currently we are doing estimated revenue by understanding what can be the reach if I am adding integrate with Google Analytics or let's say Mixpanel. We can estimate the reach of this product usage, and also we can estimate how much people can pay for this product based on the current price. And based on that, it can help a product owner to prioritize their task based on business value. So this is all about our product. And finally, I want to show you how these all relate to the management team. So you go to Tribe. As you can see, we are tracking every team in 5 different metrics, which is quality, efficiency, budget, culture, and ROI, as I showed you just now. So by tracking all these metrics, this can provide each team and the tribe lead, who is the team or the department lead, to understand how matured each team is getting as it progresses over the period. So companies which are moving towards agile transformation, this type of metric will help to understand, are they really doing agile transformation and how they can improve their performance. That's it for us. Thank you.